Your small forward, 6'6", number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense. At least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Big Smooth out there with Big Smooth. Then it's OG Anunoby. And there's Porzingis. And it's Giannis in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Harden out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Malone. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Santos in at the 4-man position. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
5 on the clock. Here's Sampson, and count it from 19 feet away.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Pass to Santos. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Malone. Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so Harden will bring it up for the Warriors. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
Here's Porzingis after the Warriors pick up 3. Pass to Big Smooth. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Over Malone. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Giannis.
Well, there's a little old school from Porzingis, using that mid-range.
Steps back. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Misses the 3.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Harden the pass to Malone. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The jump hook. And it's Leonard missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
The Celtics shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And both free throws good for Giannis. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And it's Malone missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Harden the pass to Giddey. Nobody near Leonard. And the three ball is good.
You set him up more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Giannis against Leonard. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
Ah, that's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
Goodness, that one is off. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
No good on the second free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to Big Smooth. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. That one goes in.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Porzingis looking it over to the inside from 12 feet out. Antetokounmpo passes to Reyes. Busted. No good that time either.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And the basket by Malone.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Big Smooth. Anunoby kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Warriors leading by 4. Malone right side. Now here's Leonard. And it's off from three-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Harden outside. Rebound, Boston.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Reyes, the pass to Porzingis. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Giddey. Malone outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Lee's checked in for Leonard. And a change for the Celtics. The dude, he's checked in for Porzingis.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. He certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Hayward's checked in. The Celtics making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. The Warriors lead it. To Malone. Golden State moving it around. Harden can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The game now all time. Reyes has got 6.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for James Harden. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at Golden State. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And seeing where the Warriors are, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Inside, it's tipped. Hayward, right side, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Boston with it. Hero against Giannis. Going inside, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The Warriors trailing. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Sampson's shot is off.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Rob. Here's Antetokounmpo, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. The dude passes to Sampson. A three. And Big Smooth gets it to go. Reyes has got 9 points.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Malone can't hit.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And it's Giannis missing. Santos, the pass to Hayward. There's the three. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Big Smooth. Antetokounmpo out there with Porzingis. Then it's Big Smooth. Antetokounmpo passes to Reyes. Unloads from 13. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Celtics. Pass to Malone. Now Hayward. Takes it off the glass.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Outside, Porzingis. On the wing, Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. the 10-footer. And that one goes long.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Boston shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. To the left wing. Here's Big Smooth, defended by Hayward. And that one, good. And that's 11 points for Big Smooth.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
And you can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Celtics making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Hayward dishes to Leonard. Up top, Malone. Rebounded by the Celtics. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass the ball. This ball moved by Boston. Giannis outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a quick look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Putting up about 25 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
And he can't get the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Ware's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Reyes. It's deflected. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, He's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Takes the 3. Big smooth shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Offensive rebound. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
Now Ball. Still yet to score. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Ball. Over Hayward. Ball no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Stolen by Ball. Over Ayton. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his first 2 points.
And Ball is a gifted shooter, someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Left side, Leonard. Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For Boston, they have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
One shot.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now, here's Ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Porzingis sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Lock at 6. Lets a floater go, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Celtics have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Hornets in Charlotte. A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Celtics passing it around. Right wing. Ball from long range. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Leonard with a screen on Ball. That one's off, still out of sync. Boston leading by 9. Porzingis is doubled. On the wing, Giannis tries the spin move. And Giannis throwing it down.
And
His athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Here's Leonard. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Charlotte. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great execution of the alley-oop. Of course, having Ayton to throw it to makes it much easier.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to Big Smooth. On the wing, Giannis. He lobs it up. Can't stuff the alley-oop home.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boston leading by 5. Reyes, the pass to Ball. Fires from deep. And Big Smooth gets it to go. Reyes has got 19 points.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways, that time with a great bounce pass.
There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Pass to Ayton. Back to Hayward. And here's Leonard. The jump hook. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Big Smooth. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Ayton. 10 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Santos has checked in, and it's James Harden in for Lee. The dude, he's checked in for Boston.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Puts up a deep 3. And Santos pulls it down. Warriors trail by 7. Hayward outside. Harden sets the pick for Hayward. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Hayward. Here's the dude. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Onto the Kumbo. No good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
The 11-footer and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics leading by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, What is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Half-court shot. Run. They're measuring on the shot.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they...
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest. And that's all for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game here from Big Smooth in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
So with Malone on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Hart. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ayton. And it's Santos and at the four slot. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. Leonard, that's for two. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Leonard's got his third basket of the night right there. Giannis with it. Pass to Sampson. The three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. Harden with a screen on Anunoby. Leonard. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline. Impossible. To guard when he is playing downhill.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Ayton. 10 points for him. Over Porzingis. And it's Ayton missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And Boston has possession. James Harden missing on the three. He gets that one. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Pass to Santos. Connects from three-point range. Santos has got 6 points.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Here's Sampson. 9 points in the game so far. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Connects again from distance.
And each and every game, every year, I'm blown away by his consistency from that range.
Well, you look at him now, he's tied for second most threes in NBA history. I mean, that's mind-boggling.
And the guy he's locked up with, Ray Allen, maybe the smoothest shooter we've ever seen, hit 40% from distance for his career.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Sampson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Anunoby. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Anunoby's got himself on the board with 3 there. Pass to Giddey. Down low. A rebound by the Celtics. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Using his size, Giannis.
You love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Now here's Leonard. Puts it up from 12. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. What muscle from Giannis on the finish.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Giddey. Here's Santos. And here's Harden. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Harden looking it over. Pass to Santos. Leonard kicks to Harden. Here's the 3. Good, another from 3.
It's amazing what his ability to stretch the floor has done for the offense.
He now has the second most threes in league history and will immediately start gunning for that number 1 spot.
And right now, sitting atop the mountain is the incomparable Steph Curry. Many have predicted his record won't be broken anytime soon. We'll see. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Giddey. 5 points in the game. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Anunoby. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Leonard. Boston has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Porzingis passes to Antetokounmpo. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Ayton. And now just a 4-point Boston lead. And Porzingis, here we go. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Green, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Moody's subbed in for Big Smooth. Both good from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Lee outside. And Moody pulls it down. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Anunoby. On the wing, Green. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Here's Porzingis. Nails the baby hook. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Over in the corner, Lee. Harden kicks to Leonard. Harden with a screen on Green. And here's Leonard from 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Outside, Porzingis. Lee against Anunoby. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Leonard against Green. Malone outside. Outside, Hero. Screen by Malone. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Hero.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Here's the dude, guarded by Malone. They set the pick. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
24 seconds left to play here in the third. Hayward looking over the floor. Outside, Malone. Over Green. Malone, no luck. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. We're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Anunoby out there with the dude. Then it's Big Smooth. Then there's Moody. And Hayward gets it to go.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look. and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's the dude, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 7. And here's Leonard. To the middle. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Celtics shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Leonard. Malone finds Leonard. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
Oh, very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in, and it's Harden in for Tyler Hero. So he gets them both.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
Here's Sampson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Leonard looking around. Harden outside. Launches it. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Pass to the dude. From down in the low post. It goes. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Santos. Golden State moving it around. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Here's Giannis. Pass to the dude. Here's Sampson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Now Leonard fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's the dude. From the left block. A putback, and Ware pulls it down. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo with the steal, and here's the fast break. Here's the dude, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here is Hayward after the basket by Boston. Santos, the pass to Ware. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Sampson's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Reyes, the pass to Sampson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
from deep Harden. Another three for Golden State.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to the dude. And another basket for Boston.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Warriors trail by 4. They set the screen. Here's Sancho. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
Now, Giannis. Pass to Big Smooth. Back to Giannis. Anunoby, right side. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Anunoby. Offline with his three. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Checked in for the Warriors. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Warriors on D. Pass to Anunoby. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Harden's shot is off. Boston has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Reyes, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giddy defending. Jacks up a three. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Harden. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. On defense, Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's the dude. Guarded. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Now here's Giddey. Harden the pass to Santos. Outside Leonard. Lets it go with the three. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And so it's Boston with it. The lead is 2. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to the dude. Here's Sampson. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Outside, Leonard. Out left to the wing. Giddey with it. To the paint. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
A minute 42 left in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Harden. Defense is right there. On the wing, Giddey. Pass to Ware. 5 to shoot. A three from Leonard. Here's Santos. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. break as his second attempt at the line, no good. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard finds Harden. The 8-footer. Simpson pulls it in.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Anunoby passes to Sampson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
It's just so difficult to guard the beard without fouling. Harden is constantly seeking out contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Check in for the dude. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. He looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. What a cool customer. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for Boston, Reyes, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach has breathed a huge sigh of
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis charging into the lane.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
I just trust myself. I just have confidence in myself. That's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive. They want me to make the right play. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Sometimes you have a bad game, and you let your teammates down, but at the end of the day, you got to pick it up because your teammates need you. And I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.